Hello everyone. In this video, let us see what is shear force and bending moment, its definition, and how we are drawing shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So first, if we consider a beam which is subjected to external loads, to keep that beam in equilibrium, an equal and opposite reaction forces will happen at the supports, so that the beam is in equilibrium condition. So, while writing the equilibrium equations for a system of forces, we should consider both the external loads and as well as the reactions which are happening at the supports. Keeping this basic knowledge in our mind, let us go to the shear force and bending moment. To explain this shear force and bending moment, I am considering a beam which is subjected to loads W1, W2, W3 as shown in the figure. To keep this beam AB in equilibrium condition, an equal and opposite reaction forces are happening at supports A and B, which is equal to the loads W1, W2 and W3. So the body is in equilibrium condition. Whereas with the application of these external loads, there are internal stresses and strains are produced in the beam. To find that internal stresses and strains produced in the beam, I am considering a cross section which is at a distance of x from the support A. Now, if I consider the free body diagram of the left portion, we are having reaction force at A and W1 are acting on the member. To maintain the equilibrium condition, a force F is acting on the member at the cross section where the entire free body diagram is in equilibrium condition. Similarly, if we consider the right hand portion, the same force F is acting in opposite direction. If we consider these forces, they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, so that the entire member is in equilibrium. At the same time, the reaction force at A and the load W1 will create a clockwise movement in the free body diagram which is on left hand side. So to compensate that and to keep it in equilibrium, an anti-clockwise movement M will act on the member, and at the same time a clockwise movement will act on the member which is on the right hand side. So here the force F which is acting at the cross section is the shear force, and the moment M which is acting at this cross section is the bending moment. From this, let us see how we are defining this shear force and bending moment now. Shear force. Shear force at a section in a beam or any structural member is the force that is trying to shear off the section. It is defined like the algebraic sum of the forces acting normal to the axis of the beam, either to the left or right hand of the section. Mathematically, we are showing it like F or V, which is equal to sigma V left hand side or sigma V right hand side. So when we are calculating the shear force, we need to take either from left hand side or right hand side the sum of forces which are acting on the member or cross section. Similarly, if we see the bending moment at a section in a beam is the moment that is trying to bend the beam, and it is defined like algebraic sum of the moments of the forces about a section acting either left or right to the section, and mathematically it is represented by M, which is equal to sigma M on left hand side or sigma M on right hand side. So if we see the sign conventions for this shear force and bending moment, For shear force, if we take it like this, when we are considering right side downwards or left side upwards, when we are considering from left side, if a upward shear force is acting, or if we are considering from right side a downward shear force is acting, we will take that as a positive shear force. And in the same way, if left side is acting downwards and right side is acting upwards, then we will take that shear force as negative shear force. So to remember it conveniently, we will take it like run, right upward negative. So when we are considering shear force from right hand side, we will take it like right hand side upward shear force acting is taken as negative. And in the same way, if we are taking from left hand side, we will take LUP, left side upward force, as positive. Now, if we see for bending moment, when a member is subjected to clockwise movement on the left hand side or anti-clockwise movement on the right hand side, then beam tends to sag, or sagging is happening in the beam. This is the positive bending moment. And in the same way, if a member is subjected to anti-clockwise movement on left hand side and clockwise movement on right hand side, then the beam or member tends to hogging, which is a negative bending moment. So to remember it in a simple manner, I'll just explain it with a smiley. If smiley, it is smiling, then it is a positive bending moment, means that is sagging. And if the smiley that is crying means hogging, that is a negative bending moment. So next, if we see shear force diagram SFD and bending moment diagram BMD. See shear force diagram. It is the graphical representation of the variation of shear force along the length of beam. So at any section, what is the shear force? We have to take it. Likewise, the variation of the shear force throughout the beam, if it is represented in a graphical representation or diagrammatic representation, then that is called shear force diagram. See, the ordinate of shear force diagram at any section will give the value of shear force at that section. In the same way, bending moment diagram is the graphical representation of the variation of bending moment along the length of beam, and the ordinate of the bending moment at any section gives the value of bending moment at that section. So overall, in a word, SFD and BMD, which is shear force diagram and bending moment diagram, are the graphical representations of shear force and bending moment in a beam or a member. Next, let us see some important points which we need to consider or which we need to remember in our mind while drawing this SFD and BMD. So the first one, consider either left hand or right hand portion of the section. So whenever you are considering a section, to calculate the shear force and bending moment, you need to consider either from left hand or from right hand. Any one side only we have to consider, not both the sections, or both the sides. And the second one is add the forces including reaction normal to the beam on the side of section for equilibrium. So this one which we already discussed at the starting, reaction forces are also to be considered for equilibrium conditions or system of forces in equilibrium. And the third one is the positive value of shear force and bending moment are to be drawn above the baseline and the negative need to be drawn below the baseline. Next, the shear force diagram will be increase or decrease suddenly when there is an vertical concentrated load. So whenever a point load acting at a beam, then the shear force diagram either suddenly increases or it may suddenly decreases. Next one is the shear force between any two vertical loads will be constant. Means if we are having 2 point loads, then the shear force between these 2 points is constant and it is going horizontal, which represents like shear force diagram as a straight line. The next, we are having the bending moment. The bending moment at two supports of a simply supported beam or free end of a cantilever beam, it is 0. So when we are drawing a bending moment diagram, a simple remembrance is like, if we are considering a simply supported beam or if we are considering a cantilever beam, those two simply supports and free end of a cantilever beam, bending moment is always 0. So with this knowledge, let us see how we are going to draw shear force diagrams and bending moment diagrams for different beams with different loading combinations. Thank you.